reveal our presence to the world, or we will. You've probably seen this on the news or in articles talking about CIA agents claiming that humans have until 2027 before they reveal themselves. Former Israeli space chief talking about extraterrestrials exist. And the former defense minister of Canada talking about the Galactic Federation is real and has been watching us for a long time. Let's not forget about the large amount of people claiming they are aliens among the humans. That is because we are, and we are here. We have been on this planet in many different ways. One, incarnating on your planet and being housed in a human body. 2, government bases or government establishments. 3, underground bases or in orbit. Or number 4, just walking amongst you and you would never know. Many of you have known our presence for a long time and have been trying to awaken others, but you've been labeled as crazy, and I'll tell you right now, you are not. If you are a galactic agent still here, it's time you reveal your presence as well. The clock is ticking because the rest of the star people are going to come in 2027 or sooner, and we've given the Earth governments until then to reveal it themselves. As you could see, they've been struggling. They've been trying to use the media. They've been trying to use subliminal messaging. They've been letting you guys know because they have to. Earth is entering the 4th density, which means that humans are beginning to understand their existence beyond the physical and understand life beyond the physical. For years, humans have called non-terrestrial beings deities, gods, angels, demons, fairies. We have always been here for you. It's time all the chaos ends, all the lies end, all the enslavement ends, all the pain ends. It's time to come home. Don't believe me? Just wait till 2027 and watch what they're telling you guys in every way they can. Because remember, they have to tell you the truth. And we will always be here until the end. The Galactic Federation has given humans until 2027 to reveal our presence to
The nationalist leader, Bishop Abel Muzorewa, has accepted Mr. Smith's offer to negotiate an internal settlement based on one man, one vote. Execution of all captured prisoners of war, allowing Bureau to take part in negotiations, being arrested. In Australia, Mr. Kerry Packer's cricketers are still pleased about yesterday's High Court decision, which lifted the ban on them playing in Test matches.
This is the voice of Omar, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights in the silence. We speak to you now, you service them as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world so that you...
Rhodesian nationalist leader Bishop Abel Muzorewa has accepted Mr. Smith's offer to negotiate an internal settlement based on one man, one vote. But, he says, there are conditions. These include stopping the execution of all captured prisoners of war, allowing Bureau to take part in
The Galactic Federation has given humans until 2027 to reveal our presence to the
exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a set. Comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives.
Aliens exist and
More on this. We're joined from Washington tonight by Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski. Senator, have you been briefed on this object, and can you share your level of concern over what it may represent?
Yes, I just returned from a classified brief. I had an opportunity to connect with the head of the Alaska Command, General Nahom, and I received the update. I am concerned.
Let me ask you, you were unhappy over how the Chinese balloon, which also flew over Alaska, was dealt with by the administration last week. Are you satisfied with how today's object was handled?
I think there was a level of precision and identification that was necessary and important to successfully take down. We're perhaps dealing with different entities here between the high altitude balloon and what was taken down.
Bro, can we just talk about what just happened? Did you hear the words that were used in that message right there? Just got back from a classified meeting, talked about a UFO. Oh, and can I not forget to mention the word different entity? Suspicious? Yup.
More on this.
Y'all seen this right here? This white web-like substance falling from the sky? Check this out.
A web-like substance falling from the skies across the area. That sticky and fluffy substance we were telling you about has been seen in Monterey, Santa Cruz, and San Benito counties this morning. It's like spider silk.
A cigar-shaped ship appears over the Air Force Base. These cigar-shaped ships were over a mile in length. One of them landed on the airport. Huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at that Air Force Base, the commanders, and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. If you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors, that had never been conquered, they've got this look about them. That is exactly what these people at this American Air Force Base.
And he says, something really weird happened here yesterday, and you weren't here. He said, there's a couple guys in here looking for you. And I said, couple guys? What do you mean? And he said, Well, this is really hard for me to say, he said, but there's a couple really strange-looking men that were here, and they kind of freaked everybody out, and they were asking questions about you. And, of course, now I'm getting a little bit nervous, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, he goes, I don't know how to describe them except for extremely odd-looking. They were really, really tall, he said, and they were identical height. They were the exact same height. They were wearing the exact same clothes, and they had the exact same faces, like they were twins. And he said they were wearing black suits, black trench coats. They were wearing like the old-fashioned fedora hats. They had extremely, extremely pale skin. And he said they came in and they looked around a little bit and they asked for you. And I said, I'm sorry, he's actually not working today. And it seemed like they didn't believe me, so they started to walk around the hotel, and shortly after they went to the tour desk, and he goes, I got busy, I started to have to bring cars around and get luggage, and by the time I came back, they were gone. But he goes, they freaked me out, and I really wanted to tell you that there were these weird guys in here looking for you. So, of course, now I'm a little bit skeptical and a little bit freaked out all at the same time. So the first thing I do is I run into my security office, because I know how to work the security system, and I rewound the cameras, and sure enough, here comes two gentlemen through the front door looking exactly how he described. Then, the next day, I was talking with my tour guest, and one of them asked to talk to me. She came in my office, the same as my bellman, and she said, I need to tell you about something that happened. I heard that you heard that there were some men looking. They asked a few questions about you, and they said strange things that I didn't understand, and they were talking about government and conspiracies, and none of it made any sense to me. But she goes, they were very, very scary. And I said, well, why were they scary? And she said, they had no facial hair. None. She said they had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, nothing. Their hair looked like they had a wig on. Like it was attached to their hat. Like it wasn't even real. And she said, and the scariest thing, their eyes were so big and so blue that they almost hypnotized me a little bit. And she goes, and you're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but I swear they knew what I was thinking. I swear, and I don't think I'm crazy, but I don't even know how they could do it, and I don't know why I'm even telling you this. She goes, so I started to think about things other than you, and I don't even know if it worked. And she started to cry, and she said one more thing before she left. She said, these men, they didn't blink. Not once did I see them blink.
More on this. We're More on this. We're joined from Washington.
A cigar-shaped ship.
Atlantis was a black civilization. Plato says the Moors came from America, and that Morocco became the seat of power for America, which is why George Washington wrote the Sultan of Morocco, thanking the Sultan for allowing the United States to do business in North America, which was under the rulership of Morocco. as evidenced in the 1734 Treaty of Britain and Morocco. The 1848 Negro Law of South Carolina even noted that their slaves were the ancient Berbers, confirming black people, indigenous Americans, as Berber means
Black Panther. Black.
I want everybody to pay attention. Pay attention.
I should eat pig.
Well, damn.
Way down. And it was so slow that you could almost see the air moving.
I'm going to be intrigued with why we're here. Kids, get in the car.
Everything we've ever been told is a lie, so here's the most truth you've ever heard in one video. The rapture already happened. Sex was a sin in the garden. Jesus Christ already returned. The law was the mark of the beast. Israel was the beast. Jerusalem was mystery Babylon. Christianity ended in 70 AD. Today's Christianity is fake. The man of sin and false prophet were Jewish zealot leaders in the first century. The two witnesses were the spirits of John and Daniel. The Euphrates dried up in the first century. We don't need rivers to dry today. We have jets. The 1,000-year reign only lasted for 42 months. There's no third temple in Scripture. The Bible was written to the people it was addressed to. It's not for us. Hell only lasted for 40 years. New Jerusalem is in heaven, not on earth. Jesus ended sin, not evil. Jesus ended the grave, not death. They fled Judea, not the whole world. There is no destruction of the entire planet. When we die, we'll be a ghost. We can go to heaven or the lake of fire. Gentiles never had the law. We should not have 2.4 billion Gentiles reading the law and the prophets and going back to everything that Jesus Christ fulfilled and rejecting Jesus. Today's Christianity got here through war, tyranny, and genocide. Jesus' kingdom was not of this world, yet the Christians own the kingdom of this world. That's why their presidents swear on the Bible. Jesus Christ finished his work and received a new name that nobody knows. He defeated Satan. We should worship God today and not Jesus. Give me a follow. I have videos explaining all these things. Everything.
Grand awakening to the gods and goddesses. Grand awakening to the gods and goddesses. I was on a flight from LA to Orlando, and I couldn't sleep. Everybody on the plane started yelling and screaming. So I woke up, I lifted up my window, and this is what I saw. I seen a huge skeleton destroying a city. I don't know what city we was over, but I seen that huge skeleton destroying it. I didn't panic, try to do it, because I know that was either a hologram or that was either the real thing. Either way, the elites are trying to get us. They use it to get us. You see, if that wasn't real, they're using their hologram program to see how we react. Fear lowers your vibration. So they use that hologram over that city because they wanted to scare the city, and they also wanted to scare the rest of the passengers that was on the flight with me. But I had to give them an understanding that that was just a hologram. We gotta keep our third eye open, and we can't let the holograms fool us. No side, no sleep. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Start You TV, just in case they take this video down.
I'm gonna need you guys to watch this. It was brought to my attention that there were these dark alien beings seen at the mall in Miami. You guys, I've been sharing my content for a little over a year. My story is real. When it first happened, you're seeing a humanoid right there. I'm gonna need y'all to zoom in on some of these pictures. Now, when I put this video together, I got some old and I got some new. And I gave you nothing but the best. I'm very eager right now because let me tell y'all. Look right there. Look at that Bigfoot shadow being right there. You guys, he just came here about 4 days ago. For a year and a half, I couldn't figure out how these beings, these ET, these shadow beings, all these different things that were coming to me, how the hell was they getting in my house? I set up cameras all around my house, about a year and a half of us going into this, okay?
I don't know why everybody is all of a sudden confessing their sins and wrongdoings, but do y'all see them people over in Jerusalem, those priests who are literally worshiping and kissing the slab of where Jesus was crucified?
Y'all, I am freaking out right now. There's a lot of unexplained things going on in the ocean right now. Hold on real quick. I do not trust them. Just watch this real quick for me.
You get to Mars by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean because outer space is the ocean.
Now what she just said just blew my mind. Now there's a situation called the